Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. I just made a video and had the volume turned off, so the whole thing was like a silent movie. These are some tags, the little shipping tags. You get 100 of them at the Home Office Depot. Wait a minute, is that right? No. Office Max. I got these at Office Max. They were pretty inexpensive. I don't remember exactly how much they were, but if they had cost a lot, I wouldn't have bought them. And what I do is I pull that string out of there first of all and find me a scrap of paper that's going to be just a little bit bigger. And the adhesive that I use is the fabric tack, and it's from a Beacon company, and you can get this at Joann's or Michael's. This bottle is like about $9.99, and if you'll go to the Joann's or the Michael's or the Hobby Lobby websites and put your email address in there, they will email you coupons every week. And when I get the 40 and the 50% off coupons, then I go down and I get this, and I get it for about $5. They've got several different sizes. This size is like $5.99, and then they have an even smaller one that's $3.99. But this stuff is wonderful. It dries fast. It's really sticky, so it holds, and it's cheaper than using your glossy accents because and it's tackier, so it holds better. But it doesn't really wrinkle. It doesn't get your paper all wet and wrinkly the way glue does. It just works really well. You know, for attaching flowers or for making flowers. I've been making flowers lately, and I have just absolutely gone crazy with the flower making. And this stuff is wonderful for making glue. I've dampened the paper with the Glimmer Mist and the spray starch, and so the paper's wet and the glue still works on it. And you can't beat that. And the way I do this tag is, let me take a pencil and draw a line here so you can see. I do it like 1/4 of an inch from the edge. I glue it 1/4, and then I take my trimmer and I will cut it again 1/4 of an inch from the edge. So these tags are not really very wide, and I like them to be wide enough to put a little photo on. So I go ahead and I make the paper just about 1/4 of an inch wider on each side, and it's really no outdrawn process that you don't want to fool with it. But if you'll just use your tag as a template and go ahead and cut across the top, and let it be a guide for your scissors, and when you cut the, well, let me turn around this way, and then you see you've cut out a perfect edge, and you have your front. What I like to do is I like to use these, I think they're 8x5 index cards, these really big ones. You can get them at the office supply store. You can get them at Walmart. I think they're like $1.88 for a big old package of 50 of these. And I can take my square punch or my little scallop punch or whatever I want and punch these and ink the edges, and I have a real cute little journaling spot that will go right on the back of my tag. And another thing you want to do is you want to either punch your hole or mark your hole before you put this other side on, because then you won't be able to find it through the paper. Come on. My glue bottle's almost empty. I'm getting down to the bottom. I saw, I think it was Lee's Scrapbook Room on YouTube. They were using this, and then there was a couple of other sites that were using it, and I went out and got some because they said it was tacky and it dried fast, and they had me hooked right there because I go through an enormous amount of adhesive. And my passion, I really don't do that much scrapbooking anymore. I do all my scrapbooking digitally because my pictures are all digital, and then I print them out in an 8x8 and I can stick them in an 8x8 album. What mostly I'm making right now is mini books. I have gotten horribly addicted to making mini books. I started making them about a month and a half ago, and I've already made 8 of them. I'm working on my 9th one. So I've gotten a little crazy with it. Everybody in my family is going to get mini books for Christmas this year. I got, let's see. I go by and ink the edges on the, why are my ink pads all getting so dry? Well, you just made 8 mini books, I guess that's why. It's time to re-ink my ink pads. But I kept seeing where people were using these shipping tags, and I kept, mine were just not big enough to put a photo on. And I was watching, I think it was Marion on a piece of craft or somebody, anyway. I don't remember how it hit my brain to make them a 1/4 of an inch bigger, but it did, and thank God for it. Now they work, and I don't have to sit there and trace them out and cut them out, and I just don't like doing that. My sponge daubers are all coming to pieces. I'm pretty rough on them. But here's my little tag. And then on the back of it, can you see the lines? You've got an automatic journaling spot. And I have a Picasa. It's a free download off the internet. It's a photo processing, I don't know what you call it, program for printing out your photographs. But if you'll go in there and you'll print them out in a, let me see if I found one here. Print them out in wallet sizes. And print them out in wallet sizes. They'll fit right on these tags. And then you can do your journaling on the back. Here's one where I've done the journaling on the back. My son and I took a road trip to Florida, and we had a pretty good time. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? And you can stick, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos on tags right here with plenty of journaling space on them. So these little mini books, I was surprised. I was watching them make them on YouTube, and I was thinking, well, that's no good. They don't have room for many photographs, but there's room for 4 on this one, and then there's room under this tag here for about 6 tags. And if you got the journaling on the back of them, these little mini books actually hold quite a few photos. I've got room here for about 3 or 4, and then I open this up, and this thing spins out, and it'll hold 4 or 5. So, and then I have room here for journaling. So these things actually do hold an awful lot of photographs. This one's not done. This I just started. I showed some of the ones I did on the other tutorials, and when I get that one through, I'll show it to you too. Anyway, I'm running over time, so I'll talk to you later. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Bye-bye.